So, Sasha, coming from Germany, where you work mainly in German, but you do have some English, but the expectation probably is you work in German. Like, what are the challenges? And then why is the knowing your audience so important? Why is this theory so important? So, could you give us a bit more insight into that?
Sure. And we're not going to make this now a marketing lecture, of course, but just a few key insights maybe. And yeah, so I also keep this close to my heart all the time, this know your audience, because that's what my professor told me back then at university. Every single time from year one until I graduated, every lecture would be like, don't forget, like, know your audience, know your audience. It's like, yeah, we know, whatever, shut up. But it's really crucial to know your audience, and not just I know who they are. There are Thais and there are 16 to 25 or whatever. Yeah, but you really need to understand how they tick. And they're coming from Germany as an example. Yes, most people in Germany do speak English, at least to some extent. You study English a lot, and most people should be rather familiar with it. But I wouldn't run an ad in English in Germany because people don't, while they read English, they don't think English. And I think that's a big issue that you should be aware of. Like even here, yeah, they might understand some of the buzzwords that you put out in English, but they don't think in English. And so if you put out some buzzwords, they sit and like, I know this word. What does it mean? Wait, then they have to think about it. And as someone who runs ads, for example, you don't want your audience to think about it. You want your audience to be like, yes, let's do it. Let's do something. Let's act. Let's follow that call to action. Let's make something happen. Let's buy. Let's download. Let's whatever. If I think about it, I'm not going to do it. And that's why you want to connect on an emotional level, not on a hey, make me think level. And that's why it's so important to really know how your audience ticks. Maybe we can talk about this at some point in the future, but also then of course speak the right language. And then speaking the language that they are most familiar with just makes sense because they don't have to think about it. I think that's just the biggest takeaway here.